You want to make money online, but you don't know where to start. A lot of people think they need a skill like programming or copywriting to get started, and it's simply not true, okay? The reality is you can start making money online today as an absolute beginner through Fiverr.com. And in this video, I'm giving you a list of the best and most profitable gigs you can start in no time to make money on Fiverr without any special skills or knowledge. Let's start making some Benjamins. Business names and slogans. Okay, branding is a big deal for any business, but not everyone is good at coming up with decent names or slogans when they first start, right? So this is where you come in. If you can come up with a decent name for a brand, you're saving them serious headache. And what if you can't come up with one yourself? Well, luckily there are a few AI tools that can help you out. You can try Namelix and AI Business Name Generator to give you some inspiration. Just make a list of names with the best fit and present them to the client. Text message marketing. Unless you're sat in a shack in Siberia, I assume you have a phone and a decent internet connection. Well, do you realize that you can use that phone to start making money right now? You might not know that tons of businesses out there use texting as a way to connect with their audience, and sometimes that audience is 100,000 plus people. That's a thumb-destroying amount of text to send. Anybody's going to get thumb arthritis after that, for one person, right? So that's why they hire people to do it for them. So you can do this as a 100% beginner. All you need to do is send pre-built complete marketing messages on Instagram, Facebook, SMS, and other messaging services. You can also offer to write or edit their messages too. And for this, it helps to be clued up on software like Klaviyo to handle the heavy lifting for you. To get started as a beginner, texting is a winner, okay? Pretty good. Social media management. Social media is king when it comes to marketing, right? However, managing it can be a pain in the ass. And take it from me as a business owner. I own multiple businesses, and in every single one, if I had to do all of this myself, I go clinically insane. A decent social media manager can be a lifesaver. You just need to familiarize yourself with the bulk post schedulers like Tailwind, Hootsuite, or Agora Pulse, and you can start managing multiple clients at once. And for posts, you'll need to get savvy with basic online tools like Canva and Vista Create. This stuff would take you a few days max to get up to speed with, right? Then once you get the ball rolling, you can earn a really nice side income as a social media manager. Community management is a really good one because brands and businesses will often have a community that they market to, like a Facebook, WhatsApp group, or Discord server. Just like my drop servicing group, it's completely free to join. Head over there after this video, but managing these communities is a lot of work. Replying to comments, posting content, and making sure everything is running smoothly is what's required for a decent community. You might also moderate comments, promote the community, host community events, or whatever else that you can think of to maximize engagement. So if you've got decent communication skills and you're good with people, offering the services of the community manager can be a really solid way to make some of that sweet Fiverr money. Proofreading and editing. If Shakespeare were alive, he would be raking his money on Fiverr this way, right? But you don't have to be able to write Hamlet, okay? Just being a native English speaker with a good grasp of grammar means you're already fully qualified to make some decent side hustle money as a proofreader and editor. All you need to do is some basic edit work on blog posts, articles, and other written material. Bonus points also if you can speak a couple of different languages, because this just broadens the scope of jobs that you can land. And there are a ton of these jobs out there, right? Just start low, and pretty soon you're going to end up with good reviews and your rates can increase to the point where you're making good money. So translation, right? Piggybacking off the previous job for a moment, this is another gig that you can get instantly if you have a good grasp of the Queen's tongue. Well, I guess it's the King's tongue now, actually. You know what I mean. But you can provide translation services to businesses in English and other languages, and these jobs don't require you to be a linguistic savant. You can even use a bit of cheeky Google Translate from time to time, and it can be repetitive work, but you won't mind doing it from a beach in Chiang Mai now, won't you, right? Then we have resume and cover letter writing. So as of this video, unemployment is steadily increasing worldwide, and that sucks for the people affected, but it does present an opportunity for you though. Not everyone is good at writing, but everyone needs a form of income, right? Pretty intense stuff here. And tons of people out there aren't landing jobs because, bad resumes and cover letters don't work. So writing these is a very solid gig on Fiverr. Just study some good examples online and replicate them for your clients. So, how would it be to get a bunch of people hired while at the same time making money? Pretty rewarding, right? So the next one here is is user testing. This is one of the easiest Fiverr jobs for total beginners because user testing is a great way to make some side income. I mean, tech companies usually hire people to test new software, modules, apps, and websites. They do this to help uncover bugs and UX issues. So all you do is poke around, prod around, trying to find issues and report them, and these companies constantly need user testers to uncover faults before launching their projects. So check out Fiverr and you'll see the demand. Then we have data entry. If you have OCD, this will be a dream for you, okay? Imagine an office jam packed full of paperwork. The paperwork has a shed load of information that needs to be transferred into an online database. It also needs to be organized so that it's easy to understand and easy to access. So this is what a data entry person does. It's an important part of most businesses. It's one of the easiest jobs to get started with on Fiverr with pretty much immediately, okay? And you'll be able to get a grasp of it nice and quickly. It also helps to have a solid attention to detail, fast typing skills, and ability to organize the crap out of piles of confusing data. And AI has reduced the need for manual data entry, but for quite a few industries, this is still very much in demand. Virtual assistant. A lot of business owners have so much on their plate, it's ridiculous. You know, they're juggling so many things that they'd be screwed if they didn't have a virtual assistant to help them manage it all. VAs are basically remote assistants who help people with a bunch of different administrative and organizational tasks. Working as a VA, you might, manage a schedule, organize emails, handle travel arrangements, or do research. You might even do some basic social media management and customer support. The range of things a VA might do is really broad, but the good news is it's very flexible. You don't really need any specialized knowledge or skill at all, and you just need to be attentive and be able to take some initiative from time to time. I've had a bunch of VAs in my time, and it's been totally worth it every single time. YouTube thumbnails. If you know a thing or two about YouTube, you'll know this. YouTube is a powerful search engine, right? Businesses are using it all the time right now, and thumbnails are unbelievably important for a successful YouTube channel. If you can't get someone to stop scrolling, they won't click the video. It's really as simple as that. And also, most businesses who want to gain a presence on YouTube are well aware of this. And this is why people are happy to hire people to design decent thumbnails that actually get clicks. And a great place to find a decent thumbnail designer is Fiverr or Upwork. Now, you might say to me, Dylan, I'm not a graphic designer, mate. Are you mad? But don't worry, you don't need to be, okay? Some of the most well-designed thumbnails actually tank when it comes to getting clicks. You need to be able to use an online graphic design tool like Canva. That's all. Because where you're really going to stand out is with an understanding of human psychology. Study the thumbnails of the best YouTube channels in the business, like Mr. Beast, of course, and see if you can take the principles behind them and apply them to your own thumbnails. I've hired a ton of thumbnail designers, and a lot of them were absolutely terrible, okay? But if you can make a decent thumbnail that sparks some curiosity in the audience and gets them to click, I'll hire you for sure. But of course, don't blow up my DMs, guys. I'm very loyal to my thumbnail designer right now, but keep looking. If you do a good job, this can earn you some decent money. Image background removal. This is a funny one. It's dead easy to remove the background from an image. You just upload the image to Canva, click effects, background removal, and voila, you're done. So why the hell is it that this still is a really profitable gig on Fiverr? There are apparently tens of thousands of business owners who still haven't worked out that removing the background from an image is just a few clicks away. It really boggles the mind, but it's good for your bank account, okay? So some gigs will require you to bulk remove the backgrounds from a ton of images. It's as easy as a few clicks, so you absolutely won't go crazy doing this one, and you don't need any skill. Guest post outreach, because a great way to make money with Fiverr without a crazy amount of effort is offering guest posting outreach services. For those who aren't aware, guest posting is where an author posts an article on another website which links back to their own site. So this increases SEO ranking and visibility whilst driving traffic back to their own site. The time-consuming part for the website owners is actually reaching out to other websites through cold outreach and getting a response. And this is where you come in. Basically, all you do is offer to reach out to niche relevant websites and ask them to publish a blog post written by your client. So let's say you charge the client $50 per guest post and pay the other blog $20. That means you're going to get $30 from each successful guest post landed. And once you've done this for a little while, you'll have a handy list of websites for a bunch of different niches that know and trust you. And these websites will realize that you're legit, so they'll respond to your emails, which means you're going to land way more guest posts for your clients. Your income increases nicely over time, and we like that, don't don't we, right? And the great thing about this is that you only need to learn how to write convincing emails. And these days we can just use ChatGPT, right? So you don't even need to write any of the articles yourself as well. You just need to be a solid middleman and you'll get paid decent cheddar. What's not to like? Podcast writing gigs on Fiverr. Have you ever listened to a Joe Rogan episode, for example, and wondered, where the hell he gets his ideas from? Outside of talking about DMT and alchemy, there's actually a surprising amount of preparation that goes behind the scenes. Because, I know it seems like an unscripted, weed smoking hangout session, and yeah, probably a lot of the time it is, but a decent podcast host doesn't just go in blind and hope for the best. They need a structure of what to cover, as well as some facts and research to sound like they actually, know what they're talking about, which helps, right? So Joe doesn't do all of that research on his own. Okay, he's a nutcase, so maybe he probably does, but most podcast hosts absolutely don't. Some are even scripted word for word from start to finish, which is pretty weird if you ask me, but you could be the person who writes a structure or even a full script for podcasts. There are gigs all over the place for podcast writers, and it helps if you like listening to podcasts in your spare time, of course. A quick tip for you though, as you listen to podcasts, ask yourself how you would structure it differently and what could be improved, because podcast hosts would value useful feedback and it might actually set you apart. You could also try writing some podcasts and record them yourself to build your skills. Ebook marketing, okay? Let's say you've written an ebook on Amazon. Now you need to get it out there and promote it, right? But you don't have much time to do it, and what's worse, you don't have an audience to promote it to, so that doesn't help, right? So this is the reality for a lot of people who write ebooks. They create it and it flops because of a bad promotion strategy. So for this Fiverr gig, all you need to do is offer your promotion services to authors, and you'll just promote a book by posting it on social media groups, for example, commenting on blog sites, engaging with influencers on social media, and a bunch of other ways. But you can get creative with this and save an author a bucket load of time, okay? Which, makes this a really solid gig. Freelance web research. So here's another banger. Research is super important, but it's also time consuming, You can help a business take a lot off their plate by offering to do the research for them. So you may need, a bit of patience, but if you've made it this far into the video, you've got a bit of that, okay? So you should be sweet. A few skills that you will need for this though: great attention to detail, research skills, ability to summarize information and reports, and some bloody persistence. An example of a common research task is tracking down email addresses, images, or brand mentions online. And you also might do a bunch of competitor research for a brand to see how they stack up. So if you've got a knack for gathering useful data and organizing it in a way that's actually helpful for a business, this one's for you. So let me tell you something that you might not be aware of. Right now, there is a huge demand for digital ebook cover designs that don't suck, okay? The digital renaissance that we're currently going through means so many people are starting side hustle solopreneur businesses. Many of these have paid ebooks as part of their brand, and many also release an ebook for free as like a lead magnet to get some email addresses. So if you're able to get to grips with Canva, they should be able to give me a commission, by the way, at this point, then you could absolutely make it as an ebook cover designer. You might need some basic design skills and be able to analyze competitors and be a bit savvy when it comes to visual trends and publishing. But for this gig, you'll spend most of your time from custom covers or templates, doing technical troubleshooting, critiquing drafts, and it's pretty quick to start and easy to get good at. So I say go for it. And also guys, a cool one here is teach your hobbies. If you're still not sure what your ideal Fiverr freelance gig is, this might surprise you, because have you taught yourself Spanish or French maybe? Or did your parents make you play piano as a kid? Or maybe you can play guitar, maybe you're damn good at chess and could quite easily teach it to someone else. Well, that's right. Turning your hobbies into a teaching gig is something you can absolutely do right now. And I know we're cheating a little bit with this one since it definitely relies on specific knowledge or skills, but the reason I'm mentioning it is because there may be a skill that you have right now that you aren't really considering, something that you could teach someone else and in return they would totally pay you for it. Have a brainstorming session, have a little bit of a think about it and see what you can come up with, because don't be afraid to think outside of the box with this one. Beta reading. Do you enjoy reading? Well, what if you could get paid for it. So this could be a fun way to make some extra money if you're a bookworm. A beta reader basically reads books before they get published. So they then give some feedback to the publisher, what's good, what's bad, etc. And then you might, give feedback on things like plot holes, weird or confusing scenes, or bad character development. And you might also ask some questions about parts of the story that aren't clear and make some suggestions. And don't worry if writing isn't your thing. Beta readers aren't expected to fix grammar or make edits. You also won't be asked to write a full review. You just read the book and give honest feedback. So authors often crave the cold hard truth, even if it hurts. And if you're still not sold on this one, you can call it alpha reading in your head if that helps. You want to be alpha. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone to order something on Amazon and looked at the review section to find a ridiculously in-depth review with photos included? You might wonder why the hell would a person spend this much time and energy reviewing a goddamn plastic water bottle? Well, this isn't an accident, okay? That reviewer was likely paid to do it. And that's how important reviews are to an online product. If you sell stuff online, you know the reviews are like gold dust, and the only problem is getting the damn things, right? Especially when releasing a product to a brand new market. Without reviews, things don't get sold. And the market is just way too damn competitive right now, and this is why sellers will hire people to review their product for them. So you can create a gig pretty much instantly and get started really quickly with this one. Whereas beta reading can take a bit more time since you're reading a whole book first, product reviews don't have this issue. You get the product sent to you, you use it, you review it, and then you leave that review on Amazon or Shopify, for example, whatever it might be. You might also post that review on social media. Simple. Oh, and another way to make an extra bit of money with this one is through add-ons like photos, unboxing videos, and more engaged social media promotion. Game coaching or gaming services. No, I haven't lost my mind on this one. This is an actual service that people actually pay for. There are people out there so crazy about certain games that they're more than willing to pay someone to coach them to be better at it. There will even be some YouTubers out there who might hire you to play with them. So if a big YouTuber picks you and you play a damn good game, then congratulations. You've just won the game of Fiverr. The hardcore fans of that YouTuber might also hire you afterwards. And this honestly has to be one of the easy Fiverr gigs you can do. I mean, who actually struggles to play games, right? The internet is pretty weird sometimes. Ebook and Kindle reformatting. Now, we've already talked about ebooks a lot in the past few minutes, so let's do it again, right? So if you're as big of a reader as I am, you'll know how amazingly satisfying it is to come across a Kindle book that's perfectly formatted. There's no weird text jam into odd places, all the chapters and page breaks are in the right place, and the text looks amazing as well. No? Okay, maybe I'm just showing my age, I'm getting a bit old here. Well, anyway, formatting is still a crucial part of the ebook creation process. After authors and publishers have created the book on Google Docs or whatever, they need to convert it into a properly formatted ebook that, of course looks great on the new Kindle. So if you just whack it up there on a PDF, it sucks and ruins the reader's experience. And this is why an author will gladly pay someone to format the ebook for them. It actually isn't that difficult to learn how to format an ebook either. A few articles online and you'll know what you need to know. After that, it's just a case of practicing until you get the hang of it. So take advantage of the big ebook boom going on right now and start putting your formatting services out there. And listen, if Fiverr doesn't float your boat and you want to take things to the next level and make the big cheddar online, let me show you how I do it, okay? Just check out the free training in the description below this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I reply to all of my subscribers, and subscribe to this channel. It really helps me out. And if you like this video, don't forget to like this video, and then I'll see you in the next video.